Welcome to the first edition of the Ashes Show this summer. We are at a completion of the first day's play from Perth, and what a day of cricket, of Ashes cricket. It was 19 wickets falling in the day, England getting rattled for 172, but Australia collapsing. They're 9 for, not many, 123. What's my first feelings and thoughts on how it all went? I feel a little bit disappointed. I miss when we used to be able to bat properly and score big runs, and it just didn't come. I mean, we just can't bat anymore. We collapsed. It was very, very telling of the day one from Perth last year against India. I mean, it was very similar. We bowled India out, then we collapsed. Hopefully, England don't smash like 400 tomorrow like India did this time last year. But it was, for mine, not a great day, based on the fact that I like to see runs. We like the ball against the bat. I like to see us bowling at the English, but that means we can make runs, and we just didn't do that. So I'll go through England's innings to start with, and then I'll get to the Australia, the batting, which was just deplorable. But speaking of deplorable, some of England's dismissals, especially their tail. I mean, I know their tail, they're not the batters, but gee, I mean, that Mark Wood shot, that was probably the most stupidest dismissal I've ever seen. I know he's number 11 and all that jazz, but he literally stood there, just whacked it as high as he could hit it, and to nobody's surprise, he got caught by Alex Carey. So we'll go a bit earlier in the day, and started off well for us. Zach Crawley went 6th ball. Mitch Starc with the bowling. He got a beautiful little edge caught by Usman Khawaja. Almost dropped it out the hand there. The pants kind of helped him. So, I thought for a little bit there, I was like, gee, don't drop this one, Uz. But he caught it. Although Uz would have plenty of distraction for us later in the day, particularly with the batting order, which I don't blame entirely on him. I've seen some people gone swinging hard for him. Apparently, I heard some stomach rumbling. I heard some toilet breaks. I don't know what the go with Usman. Apparently, his back isn't 100%. David on comms just said he looked different. He looked a bit different walking out into the middle. So, I don't blame him entirely. Obviously, he didn't spend enough time on the field, did Khawaja, and then therefore there was, he couldn't open, and then Smith pretty much had to open because Wetherill got out second ball, and then Usman batted at 4. I don't blame him entirely. I blame management. They should have been on the ball to make sure it was his right there to just get out there and field so he can bat. But we'll get to that. Anyway, Crawley went for the duck. I mean, Mitch Starc, he does it in the first over so many times. I think he's done it probably 3 times in the last 5 or 6 summers. I mean, he does it all the time. It wasn't first ball this time, but it was the 6th ball. Got the delivery, nice little edge, and caught by Usman. And Duckett, he looked good for his 21. And then he got an LB, which was out, he reviewed, but it was hitting. Ollie Pope looked good for 46, I must say. LBW, just that full Yorker from Cameron Green. He only bowled 1 over, but to see him get a return wicket, a return to bowling, was great to see Cammy do that one. Joe Root, the big one, the big fish, and he's gone for a duck. 2 ducks in the innings, Crawley and Root. And this one from Root, well, he almost got out with that little Scotty Boland. He got a hand on it, hit back from Pope, and that would have been catastrophic for Root in England if that was out for Root. That would have obviously added to the stay in your crease jokes. There was literally a bloody KFC sign on the ground saying stay in your crease. KFC, I mean, I don't know what that's got to do with the company. I think that's more of talking about the cricketing kind of perspective things on that one. But that was quite interesting, I must say. But I enjoyed the ground. I think Perth's a wonderful venue, and it's a shame nobody can bat anymore. But Harry Brook, he looked the best for England, 52 off 61. He played some rash shots, gave away his stumps, and just whacked Mitch Starc and Scotty Boland. Gee, Scotty Boland had a bit of a mare today. Had a bit of a mulligan. I'll let him go. I'll let him slide. Gee, I must say, he looked ordinary for his standards. But Harry Brook, I thought, gee, this lady's going to get out anytime soon. But he kept going. But eventually, Brendan Doggett got him. And, that little one that he hit, he stood there, did some good acting. Umpire gave it not out. Smith said, I'll review. And then as soon as he saw the T symbol from Smith, Brooks said, I'm out of here. I'm out. So, That was quite comical. Ben Stokes just lasting the 12 deliveries. He made 6. Got bowled by Stark 7 for. I mean, that's his best figures. I mean, he literally took his best figures in the last game he played in the Caribbean months ago. Took 6 for 9 in his 100th test. And now he's got 7 for however many runs he went for. Very good from Kratzy. And who we've got here? Jamie Smith looked good for 33. He eventually went... Atkinson 1, Carr 6, Jofra none off 1, not out, and then Wood first ball. Just insane. Insane dismissal there. But Carsey 6 off 9. Brendan Doggett with the wicket there. It was good to see Doggett get the 2 wickets he got. Especially the big one of Harry Brooks. So England 172 at this stage. I'm thinking, geez, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to bat, but you just don't know. Then there was a bit of conjecture over Ken Usman bat. I'm like, so Marnus is just going to open at the end of the day. So I'm thinking, yep, Marnus is opening with Weatherall, right. It's going to be hard, but you just don't know. Maybe we can survive. And Weatherall went second ball. It was a good Yorker. I thought it was going this way, but it went that way, just samming in there from Joff. So that was a good ball, and good decision from the umpire. I had my hands down, but it was LB, it was out. Marnus went for 9. Him and Smith, Davey said, looked like the Marnus and Smith of old. And then we just collapsed from then on. So good one, Dave. Thank you, mate. Uzi, he stuffed up the batting order. I mean, I blame management, but I mean, Uzi was just off. Davey said he was off when he was walking to the middle. Said he wasn't quite, he's usually a little bit more energetic. I wouldn't describe Usman as the energetic type of guy, but he didn't show a lot of enthusiasm walking out to the middle. Obviously, Smith, he had to face, the third ball, he was pretty much opening 17 or 49. Great bowling from the English bowlers today. I was a little bit, a lot of people said England, their bowlers are going to have all this, extreme express pace, and they've got the 4 paces in there, and they don't have any spin, which I thought was a mistake. But in retrospect, from today's play, I mean, it's well done to England. That is, they bowled really well. And Smith looked, pretty good against it until he nicked off a ball that was just pitched in beautifully there by Bryden Cast. Khawaja 2 off 6, jumping again. I mean, he's 39 years of age. I don't think he's lasting the 5 games, unfortunately. If he doesn't make runs in this second innings, trouble for Usman. Trouble for Usman, I must say. Travis Head 21 looked good and then just got out. The first, 4 dismissals, they were good bowling, and then we just lost our wickets. Head, what was that? Green playing a ball off 8th stump. Stokes come on and then just took a quick fifer. The balls weren't even good. Chiari 26, late in the day, 10 minutes to go. He knows he's out as soon as he hit it. Stark 12 for 12, can't blame him. Lyon stays not out. Bowen gone second ball. Doggett in there now. So, we're in a bit of trouble. We still trail by... How much do we trail by? What are we? 9 for 123, so we trail by 49. Look, it's going to be a big bowling effort. Hopefully England don't, bat like India did this time last summer, and then they just make 400, bat us out the game. So hopefully we can bowl good. I think England will bat a bit stronger, get probably above 200, and then we're just going to have to pray for a 4th innings chase. But I think England might be able to win this test, ladies and gentlemen. But it's only day 1, there's a long way to go. That's my first Ashes show. That's my first review of the day's play. Overall, it's not for me. I mean, I love it. It's great. It's Ashes cricket, baby. But it's not for me. That Australian batting performance, that is not going to be good enough. And I might just I'll be back here just quickly, guys. I've just got a bit of an interpretation on just how to play the challenging quicks. I mean, you just got to get your front foot forward here. You just got to be on the prow here. Hand-eye coordination. You've got to be looking at the bowler, and you just got to play in there through the covers. Look at that. Look at that elbow. Just if you want to play the pull, the short ball here, just coming in here. Look at me. Yep, and then just bang. Oh, just away there. That's how you got to do it. So don't call me Mr. Professional or any of that kind. But I think it's pretty standard stuff. A bit of pace coming here. I've just got to play. Just bang. Look at that, the pull shot. That wasn't that great. Do it again. Here we go. Bang! Just like that. That was pretty strong there by me. No sponsor, but if you want to, Kookaburra, very good bats. The kahuna, this one. But, yeah, nah, unbelievable from Kratzy. The rest of them, they can go suck shit. They're terrible.